Hello everyone. Today we're going to go down a nostalgia lane, at least for me and people around my age. Um, I picked him up and I'm super excited about opening him because he is a little different, even though he doesn't have like that many accessories. Um, but it is Nendoroid 1758 Wolverine. Now, Wolverine is not my favorite X-Men, but at this point, any X-Men is good. So I'm actually really excited about opening him up and see what he's like. He does come with an alternate head. I might try to find an alternate body just to have like Logan and then Wolverine. But we'll see. As you can see, the box is kind of cool. Like it has like these like slashes and stuff on them in like the light blue. Like it's a dark blue and then the light blue, and then it has like the X symbol behind every single picture of him, which I think is really cool. But yeah, like super cool. It wasn't released in the US, so you had to buy it from like a Japanese shop, but I actually got this on Vicari for pretty cheap. Like it was $50, but I had a $20 off coupon. So it cost me like $30 and plus shipping. So not bad compared to the retail price. I think it's like around 800,000 yen or 80,000 yen, something like that. I think it's 8,000 yen. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Anyway, so around like $60 some US is the normal retail price, I think. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this bad boy and see what he looks like.
So here he is. He comes with instructions, which you may need them because he has like this little, because he comes with a mask and then he has two alternate like mouthpieces. So it may help you with, because I'm going to have to look at it before I change them. He also comes with this alternate head with the Logan faceplate, which is really cool. This is to use when you use the alternate headpiece and faceplate to show that the mask is pulled down. He has a set of hands, and then he has a set of hands with the claws out. This is a movable Nendoroid, so he has joints. So that's why there's no alternate like arms or anything like that. You have a sword, and then of course I think this is really cool. The destroyed sentinel head for you to display him on. I'm probably going to do that. I think it's really cool. Anyways, like I said, not much is included, but what you get kind of gets the job done. And like I said, it's really cool to actually have like an X-Men Nendoroid, because like back in the day that was my thing, was the X-Men. Like I was really big into comic books, but the X-Men were like my number one. And of course, everybody loves the X-Men 90s cartoon, which is coming back to Disney Plus. They're like, I don't know if it's going to be a reboot or if it's going to just be like a continuation of the original series. But anyway, that's something to really look forward to. Anyways, I'm going to get him out and get him into a couple of poses. So here is the first pose. I have to say that it's pretty cool how they did the face part. It actually does have like a seam right here, and you pull the front part of the mask out, and this is kind of in there like a faceplate. So I thought that was kind of cool how they did that, and you can't really see the seam line that much from the front because it is farther back. I will say that on mine, the bicep on this side kept popping out, and if you're going to use the sword, you're going to have to put a little force into it, because all of his hands, or his default hands with the claws not retracted, have like an open palm for you to slide the sword through. So you can use the sword on either hand. The ones with the claws do not have So you can't have him with the claws out and the sword, but I mean, you wouldn't want to anyway. He does have a waist swivel. I had to take that off to get the plastic off. I do really like the loud matte colors. Is very 90s X-Men. But yeah, and then his like little sleeve parts move a little bit, so you can move them a little as you're posing them. Anyways, this is one of the default ones, but I used the default face because I was like, well, let me do this one first, or use that faceplate first, since it was already in. Anyways, it was rather easy, other than the bicep popping out, but you can just pop it back in. It's no big deal. This one seemed to be on a little bit tighter. Like I said, it's probably just mine. But yeah, anyways, this is the first pose. I'm going to go ahead and put him, I think I'm going to do his alternate head first, because I really want to display him with the Sentinel. So I'm going to try to save that for last. So be right back. Okay, so here is the second pose. This took me a minute. I actually was trying to get his head on for like so long. They have both the heads have this the two joints, which I mean I can understand with the Wolverine head, because he's like if you're wanting to show him lunging forward, you do need that double joint. But the Logan head also had that, and it was so tight trying to get this joint in, and I just feel like I'm gonna have a hard time getting the joint back in, because it's just hard sliding them in and out. And his foot went flying, and so I was like, I tried to put it back together. I didn't notice the foot was flying, or went flying at first, and then I was like, holy crap, his foot flew off. So I was like, okay, it's not broke. Now where can I need to find the foot, and luckily I found it, because it's a really, really small piece. So yeah, be careful when doing that. His hair piece actually does like come apart. There's a paint error on mine. That's not that bad though. It comes apart right here. The only thing is his faceplate actually has the sideburns attached, which is really funny when you look at it. But yeah, that's the only thing you have to worry about if you're going to put it, like a silly face or like funny face, because I have a tendency to do that kind of stuff too. But yeah, this pose is actually really cool. Like I really do like this pose. I'm going to put him in the Sentinel pose with his mask on. Cross your fingers that everything goes well, because I do really like the Sentinel, but I actually might end up putting the Logan face back on him, but we'll see. Okay, on to the next pose. Okay, the final pose of the day. This actually came out really cool, but there's a couple of things that I did not like about it. First of all, like it almost seems like you have to do the pose like with the to get the right angle, or the angle it looks best in. It's like the base is jutting out, so it kind of makes it hard for you to pose it like this. I guess I could pose it like that, but it doesn't look as good as it does right here, because if you try to do it straight out, the peg actually pushes the head farther out from the base. And as you can see, the Sentinel head doesn't have anything to put it in place, and I really would have liked to have it have pegs at the bottom so that you can put it in place and it wouldn't move, because basically like you're having to put Wolverine, you're having to kind of put him above and kind of like he just basically dangles above it, so you have to sit here and like make it look like he's standing on it. But the base, the arm itself is pretty strong, but I know that some Nendoroid arms aren't as strong to basically keep the figure elevated. So that might be an issue if the arm of your base is not strong enough to support him. Also, if you're, I'm almost thinking of not using the alternate head for an altered body, because it doesn't actually have a. I mean, I might try it, but you have to be careful, because the heads in both of these do not have a one. They didn't come with an extra peg. So be very careful when using these, because you do not get a second chance with these, which is one of the only Nendoroids I've seen that doesn't, even the ones that do have the 3 joint, or the double joint, do have replacements. So it's just a little odd that they didn't include that. So just be very careful. Secondly, it's built in, so you can't actually pull it out and use a regular joint. It's actually built into the back of their heads, which I thought was a little weird as well. But anyways, do I love him? Yes, I do. I'm glad I got him. I'm glad they made him and that he's part of my collection. Got me on the 90s nostalgia, and they're going to continue with some of the anime announcements, or Nendoroid anime announcements, like Tamahome from Fushigi Yugi. I'm like, oh my gosh, if they made a Noriko, I could die happy. But yeah, I will definitely be picking up Tamahome for that very reason. Anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed this unboxing. If you like this kind of stuff, leave a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what X-Men Nendoroid or Marvel Nendoroid, even MCU Nendoroid, that you would like to see them make next. I really wish they would make more MCU Nendoroids that they haven't already made. I feel like they go back to the same characters that they've had licensed. Instead of making new characters. I really was hoping that they would make a Scarlet Witch Nendoroid, but that doesn't seem likely now. But anyways, y'all have a great one, and I'll see y'all next time. Later.